The other Havoc that we can try to play is 21 Havoc, which is a 2-2-1 formation. One being all the way in the back, being our last line of defense. This one's a lot more work because all the work is done by our two defenders up in the back court, right? It is going to be your job to deny and not get them out of the back court, right? But for the 21 Havoc to work, the front four really have to work together like a box, right? If you look at the way we're standing, this is a box, and this box is going to turn to the left or turn to the right, depending on which way the other team brings up the ball, right? So, for example, if that pass is made to number 3, right, then yellow 3 and yellow 5 has to quickly trap them and make them lose the ball or force them out to the out of bounds, right? And now 1 and 6 sort of play a zone like this, right? Now, should 3 get that ball back to 1, most likely 4 is this way. So now the responsibility is 5 comes back and traps, 6 comes back and traps, 1 slides out to play zone here, and 3 drops back to play zone there, right? So you can see the front four is always moving in a box, right? Whether you're turning this way or you're turning this way. Because if you look at that, right? So if red 1 gets trapped again, their options are 3 and 4. Let's say 1 passes it to 4, then the responsibility is 1 shifts up to stop them, 3 moves into that zone, right? Yellow 6 quickly comes back and helps, and now 5 kind of moves back in that zone, right? So it's a rotating box as we're keeping, as they're progressing up the court, right? So if they're slowly going up the court, right, they're never gonna make that pass here or here because you got 3 people playing zone, right? So most likely they're gonna pass to one of these people, right? So now if it comes back to red 1, 6 has to quickly slide over, right? 5 drops down, 3 has to slide back to play zone, or 4 comes down to play zone now, and then 3 becomes the last line of defense, and 1 comes back up and plays zone, right? So a 21 Havoc is a lot more work because you all have to work together, right? So now you see how that box moves? So let's say 1 makes that pass to 3 and they're pushing up, right? So now 4 has to drop and stop them, right? 1 has to quickly slide over and play that zone. 5 helps with the double team, and then yellow 6 falls back, right? So that's what the 21 Havoc is, right? The front 4 has to work together in a rotating box, and you always have to double team the person with the ball, right? So I like 21 Havoc, but it's a lot of work. So maybe we shift to the 32, or as we're practicing throughout the season, we'll practice the 21 and the 32 Havoc and see what works, right? So there you have it. This is your 21 Havoc.